about Ten Hag now in training, bro. Like the most basic things we're getting excited about because we had a bum like Oli, yeah, to the point where man are saying, "Oh, we're getting excited because Ten Hag actually takes the training sessions." Unlike Oli, leaving it to McKenna and Carrick, and then he's saying, "Oh, when things aren't done properly, he steps in and tells them to do it." That's what he's supposed to do, bro. This is basic shit, like that. But it's like it's one of them things where the club's been in such a bad place that it's like we're applauding a coach for actually coaching, bro. Like, imagine that.
You hit the nail on the head there, fam. We're applauding a coach for coaching.
It just shows how far we've come, man. We've come a long way, bro. We've come a very, very long way, man. So but we have to. Man said Shilberto, But yeah,
big up my guy King K as well, man. Big up
King K. Come a long way, bro, and I'm very excited to see what Ten Hag's going to do with this squad. I like the fact that he's not going to have no favorites. I think the only two favorites he might have in the squad are obviously going to be the Dutch guys, and just overall people that are going to be comfortable on the ball, people that know how to play football. So he's not going to have no preference towards any player, and if you play well and train hard, you'll deserve it and you'll play. If you don't play well, if you don't follow instructions, then you just won't play. It's as simple as that. So it's funny when I see, honestly, I don't know if it's true, but it's funny when I see reports come out and say that Rashford is demanding to be on the left wing. Like, bro, how about you train hard first and prove in training that you deserve to be on that left-hand side?
You deserve to be at the football club. Let's slow down.
Because as it stands now, there's on the left-hand side, Sancho's better than you, and on the right-hand side, Elanga's better than you. So maybe you need to start training hard first and proving that you deserve to be in the team, period.
Yeah, demand, if that is true, perform better.
Allow it.
Yeah, perform better. That's what that is. Like, perform better. Like, the whole thing about reports came out, he was bemused why he was dropped by Ralph, because your performance was poor. Anywhere you work, people, if your performance is poor, you will get punished. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's let go or in footballing terms, drop from the first team. Of course, like, why is that a shock? I'm saying anyone who plays Saturday or Sunday league, if you perform poorly, you'll lose your space, you'll lose your place in the team. Like 100%. Both Rants and Aaron have played at professional level. I'm sure many a time you lot have seen many players get dropped for poor performance. It's not a shock. It's a part of the world.
All the time. It's very much part of it, and you expect it too.
Yes. That's what I'm saying, because that's how you keep people at a high level, because complacency is a bad thing. Complacency is a terrible thing, people. Like, demand. You know what I'm saying? I demand I play central mid for Manchester United. What does that mean? I'm saying you make all the demands you want. Perform. You perform, everybody shuts up.
That's it.
Simple.
Yes, I don't know about I don't understand about this, man. For me, if Jadon Sancho starts the way I think he's gonna start, it's a long for Rashford. I can't lie. He better pray that Sancho's starting on the right, because if Sancho gets that left-hand side, that's locked down. That's locked down, because the way that they're playing football, it's gonna suit Sancho down to the ground, bro. It's going to suit him down to the ground. This little give and go with the overlaps and the options and the triangles, bro. Like he's built for that. He's built for that life, bro. Like, Rashford don't have the IQ to play that kind of football. So it's going to be one of them ones where you're just going to see him thrive completely. And the fact that we've been linked with Anthony, like repeatedly, that tells me that Ten Hag ain't happy with that right-hand side. That's what it tells me.
Yeah, because it's one of our... When you look at it, it's one of the weakest areas, because there isn't a first choice starter over there. There's not even a Luke Shaw over there who's, even though he's underperforming, is a senior player there. You know what I'm saying? You got Diallo who's just come back off loan, who's young. You got Elanga who's legit. This is his first full season from the start. There's no one out there. Like, that space is open. So go get Anthony or whoever the right winger is, then have Diallo backing him up. Then all of a sudden that right hand side looks better. Then you have Sancho over the other side. All of a sudden, we look like a cohesive unit. Adoni in the mix, De Jong, you're like, I can see what we're building. I can see this.
We could have a front three of Sancho, Anthony, and Martial as well, bro. And I'm happy.
Don't do that, fam.
I'm actually happy that you're saying, because I've always said, before Ten Hag was even in the conversation, I said, if we get Ten Hag, Martial fits Ten Hag football to a T. When it comes deep, knows how to hold up a ball, knows how to create triangles, knows how to combine with players around him, left or right, knows how to run him behind. He's not got blistering pace, but he doesn't need it because his feet are doing the work for him. Do you know what I mean? So, bro, like I think Martial's going to be our starting striker. That's what I believe.
I hope so. I think it'll be Ronaldo.
Ronaldo's going to play in very important games. Big games, I think Ronaldo will play. But when it comes to like playing Norwich, they got relegated. Sorry, I don't know. If we play some of the smaller teams, the Nottingham Forests, the Fulhams, and stuff like that,
your Arsenals, hey,
your Arsenals and them teams there. I think Martial will play. I think Martial will play the majority of the games just because you've got that cohesion. Of 3 footballers at the front that have got feet, that got brains, and that just know combine with each other. You know what I mean? So I think that could be our front 3 next season.
I hope you are right, and that is the front 3. I don't think it will be. I see Ronaldo, and I want to be wrong on this. I think Ronaldo will start the majority of the games. However, I hope to see that front 3 because that front 3 is a dream. That is Sancho, Anthony, and Martial all technically sound.
But there's loads of rumors of CR7 wanting to leave, bro. If we're being honest, bro.
If he wants to leave, let him go.
But I said last season, no, Ronaldo. But I said last season, I didn't think that he was gonna turn 38 at Man United. I didn't see it. Like I still see that there's a way that he don't start the season at Man United, if I'm being honest, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that's definitely going to happen, but I wouldn't be surprised because even the Juve thing, no one saw him leaving. Like, it was just one day. It was just like he's just not reporting for pre-season. Like, he's leaving. Like, man announced he was leaving before he had a club.
I did say this in regards to when United were confirmed not to be in the Champions League. There's no guarantee he stays. I think the biggest problem Ronaldo has, where do you go that's got Champions League football?
There you go.
Who wants you? Like who's going to pay your wages on top of that? There's only unless he takes a major wage cut. There's only a handful of teams that can afford it. So we're looking at it like you're not going City, you ain't going Liverpool. Chelsea, it looks like they're saying though, you ain't going back to Real Madrid. You ain't going Barcelona. There's no Bayern Munich. Sporting couldn't afford you. I seen something saying he would like to go back to Sporting to end his career. They can't pay those wages. But I think they are in the they're in the Champions League, aren't they? So unless it's a Sporting thing, that's it. I think did they not win that league?
Nah, Porto won it.
Oh, did Porto win it? What did they finish second? I might be wrong then.
People in the chat won it.
They're still in the Champions League though, Sporting, I believe.
Did they finish second? I don't know how much with the coefficients, how many spaces Portugal get.
I think Portugal get 1, but the other one
only get 1. No, they are in the Champions League. They are.
They are. Okay, cool.
Okay. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That's his problem. Like Ronaldo's like, where do you go? Like Chelsea was legit probably that and Sporting were the 2 viable options. So if Chelsea say no and you don't want to take a major wage cut, where do you go? You have to stay here unless you go to another club that's playing Europa League football. But that's the whole point of you leaving Manchester United. Like that's what it is.
And then someone in the comments just reminded me, Bayern actually rejected the idea of signing Ronaldo, and I can only put that down to the wages stuff because they have a limit that they would just not go over in it. So I think if Ronaldo was open to reduce his salary, maybe Bayern Munich would have signed him. But I think because the wages are just so high, I don't think they'll sign him. And they just signed Sadio Mane as well. They put him on 350 or something. I don't think they'll want to, take on Ronaldo and pay him over 500k like that. That's just not going to happen. And plus the possibility of Lewandowski staying for another year and then running down his contract. He's on like 400 or something or 300 as well. So that's just too much wages.
Like that's what it is. And I'm with this. Like a 37, 38-year-old up front, I'm not with. Would he take away?
Yeah, bro, like, man can't go into the season with a 38-year-old, 37-year-old leading the line, and think anything good's gonna come from it. Tottenham have just signed Richarlison to add to the front line. They've already got Raheem Sterling to Chelsea and another wide man. Definitely gonna end up going there. Man City have signed Erling Haaland, and we are like even Liverpool have signed Nunes, even though he's a bum, and we are going into the season with a 37-year-old up front. Let's be honest, bro. If that happens, bro, the best we can hope for is 6th place. Like that, some joke thing.
It's just that's not ceiling. As much as I respect Ronaldo and stuff, it's just not going to work because yes, he scored 18 goals, but a lot of his goals were towards the latter stages of the season. And obviously, I went to several games at Old Trafford, and there's just way too many games where, yes, at the end he scores, but he's just not present, man, during the game, purely because of the age thing. He's just not the same anymore, and you can't take the risk of going into the season with someone who just is not visible for large parts of the game and just turning up in the last 5 minutes. We can't afford to do that, especially if we just hired a manager who says that he wants to compete on all fronts. Like, we can't afford to have a striker up front who's not gonna give us anything for 80 minutes and then turn up in the last 10. We can't do that. That's too big of a risk. So that's what I said. I think Martial is going to be our first choice striker. Whether people like,
you know what, Aaron? I hope and pray you are right. I hope so. I really do hope
because
so.
of the football that Ten Hag plays, I think Martial is going to be the first choice striker.
Yeah.
Is needed. And again, people, this is just where Ronaldo's at, man. Like, it's not a criticism of him. Like, I wouldn't want any 37, 38-year-old leading the line for Manchester United. It's not just him. It's not just him. It's anybody. Like, that's not the way going. Bayern Munich rejected him for a reason. He don't go and start for anyone else trying to compete on top fronts. He don't. I was having this conversation. He don't. If you're challenging for your domestic league and you're talking Champions League, he don't. I'm saying, could he have an impact in the Europa League and as a squad player where we're at? Yes, 100%. But that's Ten Hag. That's one of many big decisions Ten Hag has to make. And if he does start Martial the first game of the season, he'll go up in my estimation. We start the season and Martial's up front. I go, oh shit, you mean business? Okay, I can fully get on board with this. I'm with that. Yeah, if he's used, because Ronaldo will do fine in Europa League, and that's a competition we should target. I think that's our best possible chance to go and get back.
100%, we should target that. We should target that because we're not getting in the Champions League through the front door. So man are gonna have to go through the kitchen window or something, like that kitchen window tax and that. You know what I'm saying? Over the sink and that.
Over the sink, kicking over dishes and that.
Bro, jump over the fence, kick in the window, hurt yourself. when you go inside the window, hurt your arms and shit. You know what I mean? The glass is leaving all kinds of madness on your skin, but we have to, man. Ronaldo has to be used strategically, like the comment just said. Well, important games, start Martial. If Martial ain't doing the business, if he's not having a good day, take him off. 10 minutes to go, bro. Anybody here in the chat knows, 10 minutes to go, big game or not, you put Ronaldo in, he's going to score, bro. And it will be, bro. It would send fear into defenders to know that, man's just been dealing with Anthony. He's been dealing with Martial. He's been dealing with Sancho. Bare technical ballers. And then you got Ronaldo coming on. Oh, that's a long day. I would love that.
Good option. That's the thing is, it strengthens our squad. Yeah, it's a good bench option.
Using Ronaldo as that Joker card could be amazing, bro. Amazing, especially in the Europa League. In the Europa League, I'm not going to say we get to the final, but if we get to the final and things are looking sticky, bro, you put on Ronaldo, 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes to go, whipping bare crosses, bruv. We're going to have Malassi on one side. We're going to have, I don't know who's going to play majority of the games at right back. I'm assuming whipping bare crosses, but Ronaldo's going to get to the end of it. He's good at headers, just do that. To have that as an option, Ronaldo's ego won't allow that. Bro, but fam, it's football. Sometimes you have to accept.
Here's the thing is, Ronaldo is the employee. You know what I'm saying? You ain't the employer. Like, you don't run things. You know what I'm saying? And that you are not the boss.
You'll remember the Brentford game. Rangnick took him off. He didn't care about his ego.
Yeah,
Ronaldo was moaning and stuff. But he didn't care.
And the player who came on scored as well. I can't remember who it was, but that game, somebody scored. Whoever came on. Who was it?
Elanga.
It was Elanga. Yeah, that's what it is.
Elanga came on, scored. Rashford came on, scored.
And if he creates a top, if he's not going to accept bench, that's when you move him on. This is where we have to now rule with an iron fist. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is. You rule with an iron fist. You don't want to be here in a bit. You know what I'm saying? In that, like, you can get moved.
That's one thing with the manager. I think the manager won't. He's not going to settle for anyone on that shit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be real.
That's what it is, man. You have to move on, man. Treat like Professor X. This is the X-Men. You act up, you get kicked out of the house. You know what I'm saying in that? Like, that's what this is. That's an X-Men business. You know what I'm saying in that? You gotta go. How many times did Wolverine throw tantrums in that? I said, let him go. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck all that. Like, I'm tired of this. Like, he's not gonna accept that. You ain't nobody to be talking to Manchester United Football Club. You don't want to be here. Bye. Simple. That's what all the attitude should be.
Nah, that's fucking mad. I can't even lie, bruv. So no, it'd be interesting to see what happens. But if we're being completely honest, yeah, man can't be leading the line in the Premier League week in, week out at 37. That's impossible, even for him.
Yeah.
Even for him. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to see it. And if I do see it, it shows me Man United are not serious. Because we haven't been linked with a centre forward, that can only tell me that Tony's going to stay and he has to get minutes, bro. When I'm saying Ronaldo ain't sitting on the bench, listen, Ronaldo ain't good enough to start week in, week out in the Premier League. End of story, bro. Like, that's it. Not for a team that's going to do anything. So he shouldn't get special treatment. He needs to be looking for another club, and I believe he is. I'm going to be real. I just don't think that he's got many options.
And I think it's very limited. Last season as well, when he got, I think there was a time where he didn't, Ralph didn't play him for like 2 weeks or something. He came back and he scored there. That was
he went to Portugal or something like that. Yeah, he's playing 1 game a week.
To chill out and stuff. That's what he needs to be doing. He can't play every single game. He's just not that guy anymore. His body won't allow him to do that. And obviously he's got the hip flexor problem as well. And all that. Bro, if you play him every game, bro, man's hip's gonna be gone by like halfway through the season, bro. And on top of that,
in fact, his body, he's starting to get injuries now. He wasn't getting them before.
And on top of that, he's the captain of Portugal. He's gonna play the World Cup. You have to be managing his minutes very considerably. Do you know what I mean? You have to be very considerate of that. You can't play Ronaldo every game, then expect him to go to the World Cup, and he's going to play every game with Portugal. Let's just put it out there already. He's the captain. Right. He's the leader. So you can't play him every game. And I think he knows it as well. He's not going to demand to play every game. He knows it.
I think that's the only thing I will disagree with in terms of I think he is the type of guy who will demand to play every game. Like when we've seen him throw tantrums, Ronaldo, I think he will. I agree with the chat on that instance. Here's the thing we're forgetting, though. We're in the Europa League. That has so many games, people. Like that goes up to Group L. Like the Europa League that's legit. That ain't a cup competition. That's a league in itself. So he can play in that, and he'll do fine. Like Ronaldo will score so many goals in the Europa League. When we go into Hungary and Moldova and Estonia and all these places, calm. So we gonna get game time. But again, this is where Ten Hag now needs to rule with an iron fist and be like, yo, this is how it's running. This is the role you have. If you perform well, you get in the first team. You perform badly, you get dropped to the bench. This is how it should run. And too long, we've had underperforming players playing. This is why you hear the likes of Maguire. Yeah, Bruges and them, man, 100%. I'm saying, you'll do fine. Bruges and them, look, 100%. You are spot on. I'm saying that, 100%.
Man is saying he won't play Europa League games, but these are the games that he needs to be playing because that's...
he'll play.
That's the level of game that he can actually impact consistently. 100%. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's what it is. Like we have to be completely honest with the level he's playing at right now.
Those are the type of games that we can go into and not necessarily having to play the Ten Hag style of football. We could go to someone in the comments just mentioned Genk. Shout out to you, you don't know your teams. We could go to a Genk or FC Basel and it's a terrible pitch, bro. We can't play no Ten Hag football. Bruv, just throw in Ronaldo and just whipping crosses. Honestly, just do that.
You can go play Panathinaikos, it'll be fine. You know what I'm saying?
The thing is, for all that chat, how many headers has he actually scored for us? Like 1, bro. I'm gonna be real. Like Mando against Tottenham, like man don't really get onto headers no more because he can't move. Like so it's not even like he's making them near post runs that he used to make. He's not doing that. No,
the crosses got to be pinpoint. We need to put more. Cause we don't even put enough crosses in. We need to take if we're gonna do that. Take out the Liverpool textbook. And whipping plenty of crosses. Whipping 30-40 crosses again.
Shout out to everyone in the comments just naming their Europa League teams.
Man said APPAREL in that, bro.
Man said Rostov, bro. Man said Rostov in them, man.
Rostov, hey, fuck off.
I forgot about Rostov. What? I forgot about Rostov. Them man playing yellow, innit? I forgot about Rostov. They playing yellow, man.
That sound like a beer or something. You know the ones there, man said a Rostov and that.
Yeah, Rostov. Yeah. We ain't trying to see Sheriff though. You know what I'm saying? We see what they did to Madrid. We ain't trying to see Sheriff.
Yeah, they might beat Real Madrid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they might beat Real Madrid.
Yeah, them man got that shake with that money, bro. I'm telling you, bro.